Hello, dear friends, and good morning on the 17th of September. The day in front of us is not going to be simple. The transit moon is in Pisces and will join Saturn there. Both of those indications can decrease the level of our energy. When the transiting moon is in Pisces, we can be a bit more detached from reality, a bit more dreamy, less concentrated, less focused, and also over emotional, oversensitive, taking things too personally, needing some time off from the busy outside world. But when on top of this Pisces moon, we also have a conjunction with Saturn, this is a combination which can make us kind of like more closed, feeling more isolated, sometimes feeling a bit more depressed or sad. So it's really important to take good care of ourselves. It's really important today not to push yourself too much, not to expect too much from yourself, but instead to try to do everything with more self-care, with considering more your mood, how your body feels. Saturn is a planet which is related to the material world. And the most material thing we have in this reality is our physical body. So try to pay more attention. What does your body need? Do you need a bit more rest? And if you do this, if you're like considering this, you have the chance actually to achieve more or to do more. Or again, for some of us, the best solution might be just to give ourselves some rest, some break, and to kind of like not push ourselves too much. Let me show you the chart. Here is our horoscope for the day. So we can see the moon in Pisces with Saturn. And this aspect will be more intense during the first half of the day. During the second half of the day, the moon will be moving away from Saturn. The aspect will be separating, so the energy can start to lighten up. But the first half of the day will be the more challenging one. And there is also an opposition with Mercury. So the moon will make an opposition with Mercury. Mercury is about to have an opposition with Saturn. This opposition will be more exact tomorrow, but today it's also pretty intense. So some things may not work as fast as we would like. For example, we may not be progressing on our plans as fast as we would like. And again, that's okay. So don't expect too much from yourself or the results or how things are developing. Instead, try to focus on smaller things and also to take more care of yourself. We are approaching the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is tomorrow. So the energy is not simple. The energy we need to process is not simple. It may trigger different subconscious patterns, different emotional things, and also things from the past. So be gentle with yourself. Again, be prepared for some kind of delays. Try to plan more time for your tasks, for the things that are important. And in communication with people today, things might be more challenging because of the moon and the conjunction with Saturn, and also the mutual opposition with Mercury, the planet of communication. So we may either feel misunderstood by others, or we may feel like we don't match the environment, or other people can't get us. So everyone may have a bit of a different experience or perspective, but the root of this process is that our place doesn't feel like it matches, the environment, or we feel like others really can't get us, or whatever this may sound. But again, one of the reasons for such combinations is that this combination pushes us even more to focus more on ourselves. So don't expect someone else to pay attention to you or your needs. You need to do it yourself. That's the constructive approach today. And on the other side, we have powerful combinations like a Tau square with Jupiter. We still have the kite between the sun and the outer planets. So the energy is not completely blocked. It's not that we are totally inefficient. We just need to adjust the scale and our expectations. I think that's the most important. So it's still possible to do some kind of meaningful things. But again, we need to find the balance between our emotional state, our mood, how our body feels. And on the other side, the sun, which represents more our conscious desires, our desire to express ourselves. So we need to find the balance because those two are not balanced right now. Consciously, we may want to do something significant, important. We may even have like the idea what this might be, but there's another part of us that needs maybe a bit more care or more time. And if we don't pay attention to this, it will sabotage the whole process. So that's basically the challenge of the oppositions that we have right now, and the opposition of the lunar eclipse that we will experience more tomorrow. This challenge is kind of like finding the balance between two polarities and trying to fulfill some really contradictory needs that we have inside of us. So again, be prepared that emotionally the day is not simple, energetically as well. But if we give ourselves the needed care and attention and we realize this, on the other side, consciously, we may have some constructive ideas that can still help us to move forward. So I wouldn't say that the day is completely lost, but again, patience is very, very important today. I want to remind you also that currently we don't have any fire energy. And for the last 1 week or so, almost a week, there hasn't been any fire energy at all. So the fire energy is the one that brings this impulse and ability and energy to initiate things, to be active, to also have more enthusiasm. So as you understand, this is not really helping our initiatives or this more kind of like, yeah, fiery energy. Mars, the main fire planet, is also currently in Cancer, which is a weak sign. So don't try to push yourself. Don't get discouraged also. If you right now you feel a bit lower, you feel a bit demotivated, that's totally normal. After the lunar eclipse, the moon will get in Aries. So we will have some brighter days in front of us. Even though for now, for a while, the fire energy is not really present in our life. So what that means is that we need to find other ways to motivate ourselves. It won't happen so easily and in a spontaneous way. We need to find something deeper, like a deeper meaning, deeper desire, deeper motivation. So that's how the day looks like today. I wish you all a pleasant day. Again, don't forget to take good care of yourself. Don't get too discouraged again. If things are not kind of like flying right away, that's also part of the process, and it won't last forever. That's important. When things are a bit more challenging, we always need to remind ourselves that it's always a phase and it will pass like anything else. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.